Daniela! Long time no see.
Whose fault is that? I didn't hit the NASDAQ lotto and forget all about the little people. You gave me no money.
There you go.
Hi guys, it's your favorite mystic, TheSirenSayz. Welcome back to my commentary channel where I speak about movie, TV, and soon-to-come books. Everything that I like, dislike, and the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything all throughout in between those frames of media. So, we are back at it again with Sistas. And, I feel nothing. I feel nothing. Let's just be honest about it right now, okay? I am so bored and annoyed. This show is just so boring right now. There's just nothing to keep me enticed but Hayden. But even Hayden is starting to lose his appeal, lose his steam, because he's just connected to so many people that I just do not care about anymore. So we'll see if I can trudge my way through this video. It's going to be shorter because I care a lot less. Now, obviously the first scene, Leland had passed away. So everybody is, moment of silence. Fatima makes it quite cut clear and obvious to Andy that now that Leland has passed, she has a shot at managing partner. Because she never thought of that. Because she's not smart. She's not. Okay? Then we go over to the next scene with Hayden and them. For some strange reason, Hayden wants to get rid of Andy. And I thought it would have been explained here. I thought Andy would have done something to, mess with him, But he's just, deciding to be evil, I guess. So now Andy is in trouble. It is what it is. Gary makes a statement about how, Andy is a mastermind. Maybe she got rid of. I'm just like, Gary, shut up. Just because she had cute moments telling you that your Pee-wee was little once or twice, that does not mean that she's a mastermind. It just means that she's really good at being rude. That's all that means. That just means that she's really good at being rude. That's all. Which, I appreciate her rude moments, but she's not a mastermind. Stop playing with me. Tyler Perry, just stop. Anyways, so now he wants to get rid of him, and so, Gary is definitely on board with that. Now I move on to something slightly more interesting, but still boring. Danny and Zach sit down and have a conversation for the first time in a year? I always ask where their friendship went because I liked it. I also made parallels that you'll see in character talk videos in the future. Might post a character talk video next week instead of an episode video, because what I might do next week, Wednesday, I may post a character talk video, and then the following Monday I'll post the Sistas video. Because I would much rather leave you guys with that than leave you guys something that's gonna drain me. But yeah, they were talking about the Karen thing. Long story short, Danny convinces him. Well, not convinces him, co-signs his idea to go ask Karen for a paternity test. And you know what? I might discuss this a little further, but let's just continue on really quickly. Karen has a moment with Trey, and it's a dumb moment, because one thing Karen is she a hypocrite? Most definitely, but she's not stupid. I take that back. So Trey got offended because she seemed surprised that he was college educated, because apparently she's supposed to look at him like a thug, even though his haircut is way too clean for him to just be a street nigga. Now I know what you're gonna say, street niggas get cute cuts, right? But he looks like he went to school for sports. He doesn't look like, he goes on the street corner and plays dice and then puts on a shirt and drives around for his job. There's nothing wrong with that, but he doesn't look like a yardie, okay? So I just thought it was really weird. The casting is always so off and strange in this show. I'm bored. I'll get back into that a little later. That's actually one thing I want to talk about. Sabrina, I'm Paige. I'm gonna tell you right now, I might make a separate video on it, but I'm not gonna talk about it today, okay? So we're just gonna skip that, because y'all not gonna sit here and play in my face. I'll just say this. Sabrina, you deserve everything. Next. So, I thought it was weird that, Jordan came in to surprise Andy and tried to kiss her. And she was like, no. And I'm like, okay, fine. Like, I'm professional. But then, Hayden was looking at her like, look at her messing up this job. And I'm just kind of like, sir, did you not just get slap top from Tamara? Like, was that not you? I'm so confused, bro. I'm so confused. So, let me just skip around. Fatima comes in, and I liked this scene because it was really interesting, his reaction at the end. But Fatima lets him know that she's a part of a mafia family, and they will break his kneecaps if he does any funny shit with Andy. Oops, I apologize for saying the S word. But yeah, if he does any funny stuff with Andy, he's gonna get his kneecaps broken. And he was actually really scared. I was like, wow, you're trembling in your boots, sir. So then, he has to call Gary, and he's like, that's how you know for sure he was scared. Like, I was like, is he scared? But then he called Gary, and I'm like, yeah, this nigga is wilding out. So he's like, Gary, we need to get rid of Fatima. We need to get rid of Fatima. We do. So, Gary is just kind of like, I ain't got nothing to do with Fatima. And I'm like, nigga, shut up. If Zach could testify against you to help the girls, he would. Anyways, let's move on to the next scene. Miss Lisa and Pam informs Karen that she's judgmental and she didn't know. Here's the thing. Girl, how did you not know? I thought you would have said, I can be a little judgmental, but... in what world do you not know that you're judgmental, sis? I'm not even gonna play these games with you, Karen. Next. Just next at this point. Next. Anyways, so at this point, Miss Lisa is trying to assist Karen with her room, the feng shui, all of that, and Karen is struggling. She's struggling because, she doesn't want to offend Trey because she likes him or whatever. But like I said, I don't necessarily really care to see Karen with anybody. If she's one of the only sisters that honestly, I wouldn't mind if all of them ended up alone at this point. That's how bad it's gotten. I don't even care for the main objective, which is for all of them to find their own version of love. I don't even care about that anymore. These characters have been soiled so much that you can't even put them in the washer. You have to throw them away. Anyways, continuing on. Yeah, we're speeding past that. But I will say, Maurice was back. Girl, why are you friends with him? Now, I will admit, I thought it was funny when he made comments about how empty it was in the fuel spot. That was funny. I like those moments of poking fun at the area. So I didn't mind that. But just the idea that, when all of her friends were there, well, not all of her friends, but, Andy and little man, little sis was there. Air Jordan, little sis. Because, he can't play straight to save his life. Little sis was there, and Rich, and Maurice just kept being himself, but you could tell that Sabrina never had them around. Because I will say this, right? And I don't have many positive things to say about Calvin, but you never felt super awkward when it was like Sabrina, Calvin, and Maurice. You never felt the weight of how awkward Maurice could be when that trio was there, because it was just, it was just like normal. They understood how he'd be talking and it didn't matter. But it's almost like Sabrina has, I'm not gonna say level up because none of these girls are leveled up, but it's almost like Sabrina's in a different place now, and it's almost like she's slowly like outgrowing Maurice. Maybe that's what's happening, but I doubt it. But it was just really strange. It's like, why are you friends with somebody that you are embarrassed by? Do I think he's embarrassing? Of course, but Sabrina is acting like she's embarrassed. Shooing him away. He can't be around them for more than 5 minutes tops without her turning red and shoving him out the door. Like, sis. Girl, are you for real? Are you for real, girl? Anyways, so I just thought it was really interesting. I think they should really just dissolve their friendship, because I felt a little bad for Maurice, but I also feel like, girl, this is your friend. You chose him. I don't know why he's embarrassing himself, but I guess he's just being himself at this point. He just says, oh, I want to find love like the both of y'all found love. But he just found the weirdest way to say it, which Sabrina knows that. So why wouldn't you just interpret him for them? I don't know why I'm on Maurice's side right now. I just don't like Sabrina, and I think it's really weird that you're so embarrassed by your friend. Like, why'd you even bring him to this spot if you didn't really want him to get to know Rich? And why don't you want him to get to know Rich, right? He was super duper rude to Bio, and because Bio didn't like that, you immediately called Bio homophobic. So why won't you test Rich a little by allowing Maurice to be himself and seeing how Rich takes that? Just my personal opinion, because I feel like Rich got off easy so that he wouldn't be called homophobic. I feel like he got off easy because she likes him so much that she's embarrassed of Maurice. I wish you would have tested him just to see. Whatever. Anyways, Penelope has somewhat of a brain, but I'm not getting excited because all these women disappoint me at some point, and at this point I mean all of them. She overhears Gary talking to Hayden about Andy, but I'm not sure if she knows it's Andy or not. Doesn't matter. She seduces Gary, thinking everything is semi-okay for now, so he leaves her in the office because, Hayden had just told him that he's freaking out about Fatima, so he has to go talk to him outside. She searches his office and finds a passport. She calls Andy. She's like, oh my god, he's living a double life. No duh, sis. What? When you have multiple women that don't know about each other, that's living a double life as well. What, you just needed it to be official? Like he's living a double life governmentally? You needed that? Since he was already living a double life, this is not shocking to anybody. I need you to find out that he took your card information. That's what I need you to find out. Because you about to try and get him away from your baby, and then he about to use all your money. Because he about to lose all of his money. I feel sorry for her. I do, but she needs to do a little bit more investigating. However, she did not annoy me this episode, so good on you, Penelope. Good on you, sis. Now, I'm not even going to talk about Tony because I don't care about him right now. I might make a separate video about that scene if I care to, but it does not matter. I need to discuss Zach. Because, sir, I don't even understand what you thought you were doing here. You not gonna say, do you have an office? I know they probably would have made a joke and don't be alone with Karen in the office, blah blah blah. Fine, make the stupid joke and go in the office. Why did you embarrass her in front of her entire salon? Why? There's a whole bunch of people in there, and you about to sit here and say, I want a paternity test. Karen! You sound like the Byron girl from Family Reunion. Can you? Oh my God. You saw Tiana Taylor in that Tyler Perry movie. I was so disappointed in Zach. Now, I'm gonna make a separate video about this, but even though I do think that he deserves this paternity test, y'all know I don't believe Karen at all. That does not mean that he should have asked her this way. It's like he tried to find the most insensitive way to talk about it. Like, oh my God, Zach. Common sense is a virtue. I swear, you're not gonna get hurt. Common sense is a virtue, bro. And you know how I feel about Karen right now. She's being the least annoying. So, I would hope. Because, like, now when she turns into crazy Karen again, who we got to blame? Whatever. These writers don't know. Whatever. But I saw in the previews, right? Trey comes back in. Obviously, Karen's going to try and use that to apologize to him, you know, try to sweeten things over. Perhaps he flirts a little with her in front of Zach. And what does Zach do? Zach throws him the exact same kind of shade that he showed Aaron. I'm gonna make a video about this. I am. Because you guys owe me an apology. Not all of you. But there were some of y'all, right, who love to say, oh, Zach only treats Aaron like that all the time. Not sometimes. All the time. Even in this same episode, he made a derogatory comment about Aaron when he was talking to Danny about who the father could potentially be. I'm like, Aaron is gone. Gone. And you still talking crap about him. Gone. Any fight that started with Aaron was initiated by Zach. I said that with my whole chest. And look, Karen has a new suitor, potentially, because she ain't even claimed this man. And he threw in the same shade. And you want me to like Fatima? I'm not watching the show because I don't care. This relationship is fraudulent. That relationship is fraudulent. That ending heated me up, which is a good thing, because I couldn't just be bored the whole time. But I'm going to make a separate video about this topic because I don't want this video to be long. I didn't care about this episode. It was so boring. Anyway, please let me know your thoughts down below so we can have bigger discussions. And if your comment interests me enough, you might hear me mention it in another video. I will respond to all of you as I normally do. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you at the next video. Like I said before, next video you will see is a character talk video. And then the next week, I will post the adjoining sisters video. Because I'm not going to stress myself out trying to post it on a Saturday when my work schedule ain't giving me the time to do that. Alright? Now, in any case, thank you guys so much for watching. And goodbye, my sires. Susul.